Hey, it's me RJB, back for RJB TV. And today I have made a choice that I might end up regretting. Because, as you know by the video format, this is going to be a single game. And as you can see on the video length, it is going to be a very, very long game. So I hope that you will stick with me for this entire duration, because this was a hard choice, but as we all know, the hardest of choices require the strongest of wills. Today we've got Lee Bagu, as you saw in the introduction section, up against Lucky Back. Now Lucky Back is back on the Zerk. That means we have 3 Lucky Back videos in a row where he is playing on the Zerk. And he is on a 2-win streak so far. He beat 458. He beat Mong as well, and now he's up against none other than Lee Bagu, who is probably one of the best Protoss versus Zerg players on fastest map 1v1. So this should be, honestly, I think this is going to be a blast. Lee Bagu is known to be unrelenting in his pressure. He has some really good pressure. His methods of attack are well thought out and usually very well controlled. Now, doesn't mean that this game is going to be the same, though. This game might just be a complete flop from Lee Bagu. But I've got very high hopes from Lee Bagu. I've got very high hopes. And I've got high hopes from Lucky Back as well, because the video is long. I mean, the replay is long. And so I hope that this is going to be an epic battle royale. And one of these two players is going to go home with a chicken dinner. And boy, do I hate saying that Fortnite line. But it just so happens to apply perfectly fine. So yeah, scouting as usual. Usual build order for the Zerk as well. Choke in the front, of course. Hatchery there in the back pool. Sunken coming up there in the front. And Lee Bagu starts off with a build order that lets him get quite a lot of gas pretty early on into the match. Game music there. We want a little bit of that game music for sure. Yeah, this is not one of the best game music tunes that we're listening to, but it does help create a little bit of that atmosphere that we want. Cybercore there coming up. 2 gateways settled there on the way. A little bit of scouting there happening on the side as well with those Zerglings. 3rd hatch there in the base as well. Or hatch number 4, 3rd macro hatch. As usual. Doesn't matter what you call it, it's a 4th hatchery. It's the only single sunken there in the front. He finds him finally. Turns around before he loses the probe to the sunken. He might start building something on the middle here, because the distance is quite significant, and Lee Bagu really likes to build on the middle. Whether he will do it this time around, I don't know. Just have to wait and see. More zealots entering. No, he's turning back. Zerglings there in the middle, scaring those 2 zealots away. They're scared for no reason really, but he just wants to make sure that he doesn't lose any probes. Although he has a cannon there protecting everything. Perfect protection with that cannon. He's got a robo facility there coming up on the bottom side, but it might just be outside of the range of that cannon. Although Lucky Back doesn't try his luck at trying to take it down. He might think the cannon just might hit those. We got a Stargate on the way. So we're looking at some Corsair shenanigans in the near future. I personally really dislike playing against Corsairs because they can be really annoying. Now, one of the downsides of Corsairs is, though, it does give the Zerg, well, it takes the pressure off the front. That's what Corsairs do. The pressure is removed from the front, so you can kind of just lay low with your sunken count in the front and just make mass Hydralisks. And once you have mass Hydras, those Corsairs are not going to do much. They're not going to do much at all. Zerglings here, of course, going to decide to get some side vision of maybe things that are going to be flying into the near future. Lucky Back went all in on extra hatcheries. Now, do note he, of course, saw everything here happening in Lee Bagu's base. So he knows that he can afford to go for a lot of hatcheries really early on. It's one of his staple moves, it appears, because in all the replays we've seen so far from Lucky Back, he went for 4 to 5 extra hatcheries for production and macro in the back. And there's even... oh, there's the Hydralisk Den. So Hydralisk Den coming out just before 5 minutes, not yet finished, but will be just in time to intercept the drop that is not yet finished, but on the way for sure. Got the shuttle there finishing up just now. We've got Reaver on the way, another Corsair there about to wreak some havoc. This Corsair here, though, being very annoying. It might force Lucky Back into a supply block, but it does have Hydralisk now on the way, and Hydralisk speed, of course, also on the way. Couple more sucks in the front, the Spore there as well to combat those Corsairs, so he's going to keep his Overlord here next to that Spore. Whenever a Corsair comes close, Spore attacks, Corsair runs away, scared for its life. Because you don't really want to lose the Corsair just to get an Overlord. Although he might try though. No, he's just going to scout and fly straight on. Keep on going, keep on going. Meets up with his buddy. Pylon in the front, because, you know, we saw a pretty big base here from Lucky Back already. Which, of course, means Lucky Back is pretty rich on drones, which, of course, he is indeed. He's got 36 of them, 6 of them on the gas. He's doing perfectly fine. He's got burrow upgrade on the way as well, somewhere in one of these hatcheries. There, this one, he's got the burrow upgrade on the way. Burrow is probably one of his favorite little niche things to use. Not a lot of players use burrow for strategic purposes on fastest, but he likes to always get at least some burrow action going on there to snipe shuttles or Templars. He places them in very strategic locations where the opponent does not expect to be to have burrowed units, and then he pops out, snipes them. And of course he uses them like this as well for vision on the side. So you can see this, he knows this is coming. He's going to intercept that with the Hydras, although he's not paying attention to much. Although he starts to... oh, the Reaver's going to unload. They're on the scene. Reaver starts to shoot. Reaver shoots. Reaver does not connect. Does it? No, it does. It doesn't. So the Scarab there falls short. Scarab not really that trustworthy. Reaver again lets us down. And the Reaver already letting us down so early into the match means that Lucky Back is going to really reap the benefits of going for 5 hatcheries that early on. Because as we can see, 55 drones, 7 minutes in, he's got the same amount of workers as Lee Baku. So he's rich. He's going to become very, very rich if Lee Baku does not hit something very soon. Does have a shuttle there prepared with some Templars and Zealots. 2 more robots, of course, coming into the mix as well. He's got his fleet beacon as well for maybe Disruption Web. Disruption Web is always a lot of fun to behold. When someone uses it, it is fun to watch. Ooh, more hatcheries. Another 4 there. He's got a... I thought he would have a Spire on the way already, but he's going for a couple more Sunkens just to protect his lair and his workers a little bit easier. Shuttle there, right underneath those Corsairs. There's Disruption Web. Cannot snipe the shuttles. Templar though. Oh, there's Templars in there. Oh, another Disruption Web. Templar starts to unload. Templar shoots on the drones. Templar hits the drones. That's a lot of kills there on the drones. He got about 20 drone kills. The Disruption Webs there from Lee Baku really paying off, as the Hydralisk defense could not kill the shuttle. Beautifully played. But still 38 drones left there for Lucky Back, and he's got another 12 finishing up, being put on the mineral. So he is capable of making it through. He's still pretty rich. Another drop there on the way already from Lee Baku. Drop number 2, but gets spotted out by an Overlord though. Ooh, that is... he doesn't go out to kill it. He didn't notice it. So this one is going to spot out more stuff in the near future as well. More burrowed Zerglings there on the side. A lot of them here as well. Those burrowed Zerglings are going to really help Lucky Back out. The Zergling also happens to spot the last Corsair and shuttle drop flying in from the side. Will it be Disruption Webs once again, or will Lucky Back snipe the shuttle just in time? First comes the Corsair. No, I don't know, he doesn't... I guess it was just in range of the Overlord. Little accident there happening. Happens to everyone sometimes. Another drop there coming in from the other side of the map. One from the right, one from the left. Gets spotted out by a Zergling once again. Goes in with the first drop. Disruption Webs there once again doing the trick. Drones are running away. Drones get hit once again. Goes down from 55 or so to 35. So once again, pretty bad hit there for A lucky bag, but another drop there already coming in from the other side. And this time around, he's got so many Corsairs he can throw it on so many disruption webs. Will Lee Bok-goo get this storm drop on the drones? He is unloading on the wrong side there, though. Turns out it's just Zealots. Zealots trying to kill Sunkens, trying to kill stuff. He killed some stuff there on the side, but didn't get any drones. But at least he managed to keep Lucky Bag occupied with spending minerals on drones instead of on units or on base building. But he's on 60 again though, so that rich eco start really paying off and really keeping him in the match. Had he been less rich, he wouldn't have been able to recover so quickly from those hits on his drones. Cells in the front might try to break through those Sunkens there as well. Not yet though. Drop there coming in from the top side once again. So I think his drop number. Ooh, Disruption Web once again. He jumps out of the Disruption Web though and snipes the shuttle with the Templars. Well, there's only Zealots on the scene. Good snipe there. These Vision Zerglings burrowed up on the sides, really paying off, really helping him make it through the game. And there's a lot of Sunkens here, and he's placing them pretty nicely. He's making sure that the drones don't get blocked by the Sunkens, so he's placing them on the side there. It's a little detail that I hadn't picked up on myself, but I'm going to use for sure from now on. Nice drop coming in from the front. Not really responding to it there though. Drones are running away though. Drones running away is huge. So just Zealots there on the scene. There's a Templar there as well. Templar storms. Kills only 3 drones though. Not really a big, massive hit. But he keeps his shuttles and the Templar alive. And now flying away. Although he's flying back in. He's gonna try again. No, he doesn't get the chance to try again. The Lurkers there in the back though, really helping out. But there's nothing here in the front. So this is practically one of the best spots Lee Bok-goo can drop at right now. And so he did. He did exactly that. Once again gets spotted out by the Zerglings. He's mostly just focusing on drops. He's doing drops quite well. But there's no other forms of pressure at the moment. Templars are loading, but they unload all the way at the start. He kills a couple of Hydras, starts killing a couple of units on the ground there, but doesn't really get much done, doesn't threaten the drones. As Lucky Bag pulls his drones to safety by sending them to another base. Another drop. He's really spamming out those drops, but he has to start contemplating breaking through the front. So as we can see, Lucky Bag is kind of poor, Lee Bok-goo is kind of rich. And this is the point where Lee Bok-goo should really start attacking the front, or start doing something else, or start doing something in addition to the drops, because the drops are no longer really getting the results that he would like. Templars are unloading, but Templars go down so quick to the Lurkers and the Hydras that no Storm lands or is even casted today, or on that drop, for that matter. Over there in the base, gets information, gets some vision. Lee Bok-goo is really occupied with making drops. He's not attacking in any other form at all. He's mostly just making scouts now. Scouts are on the way as well. He's trying to be funky. He's got scout speed on the way as well, and air attack upgrade as well. So he's gonna try to snipe the lair, because he's been noticing that there's no spire, there's no hive. So switching over into scouts is a pretty good option. Mass load there on the corner. Zealous attacking Hydralisks, but there's no observer in the mix here for those Lurkers, so he's forced to run away from the Lurkers, away, run. And he goes for the front. So he is attacking the front after all. Not he had much of a choice though. He's just trying to salvage the situation, because this is a huge waste of supply. Although he did manage to make Lucky Bag pull his drones off the minerals. Shuttle gets killed there by a Spore, quite unlucky. Drop there on the other side also coming in as well. The 2 drops from 2 locations. This one is going to be a fake one though, it's already leaving. This one is going to enter the base here though. It's got Templars somewhere in there. It's 4 Templars in total. We're going to chase the drones. Drones run to chase. The shuttle goes down. Drones stay alive. Lucky Bag is playing this anti-drop defense really well, but it's about time that he starts to... Oh, he sees the scouts. I hope he saw the scout, so now it really is becoming time to switch over to some air defense and get a hive, but he's not yet getting that hive. He's focused on mostly just Hydralisk attack upgrades at the moment, only on 62 drones. I do believe he might need a couple more, Drop coming in there from the side. Scouts are hunting for something to kill. Or just distract. He comes in from the side. No, he goes back out. His stuff in the front is getting denied. Although the cannons finish up just in time. So the cannons are going to win this. No, their cannons are gonna lose this fight because there's too many Hydralisks coming from the base, entering the middle, denying the Reaver proxy base that was building in the middle to push the choke. So that's a good hold there from Luckyback, having the minerals and the units to stop that from happening, and Luckyback kind of being sloppy by not protecting and setting up that mid proxy base properly. If he had units there, this wouldn't have happened. But you know, if there's no units there, it's not going to be defended, it's not going to be protected, and it's going to get killed. So the number of lurkers here is kind of absurd. It is kind of absurd. I think that's 12, and I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, so it's basically just 24 lurkers he's got there in total, spread out in the back portion of his base. That's a lot of protection against drops, and I don't think drops are going to be doing anything anymore for the remainder of this game. Flying straight into mass Hydras. Oh, he gets a couple of Templars there on the low ground. Templars get the storm off, but he misses all the drones. He kills only 2. So not quite what Libaku was looking for. And now Libaku might be in a position where he has to start worrying about what Luckyback is capable of. Because now Libaku is throwing away a lot of supply, but his base doesn't really look like it's capable of fighting a Luckyback at full potential. Now Luckyback also needs a couple more drones on the minerals. As I've mentioned before, he's finally getting the spires. He's getting 3 spires for some reason. Maybe so he can get greater spire while also researching both air upgrades. Queen's Nest there, Hive on the way, 2 layers as well, getting both upgrades or just 1. Maybe he already finished speed, I do think he did. A proxy base are on the way from Libaku because he needs more gas, because he's starving for gas. He does have 7 assimilators there, but he wants to go for scouts, because scouts are honestly quite amazing at killing a hive if you have a lot of them. And considering a lot of the supply from Libaku is in those lurkers, it might just work. Starts with sniping off some overlords there on the side though, with single volleys, looking cute. But I do think that Libaku here is making a mistake for not taking Luckyback 100% seriously. Even though Luckyback has defended everything so far quite easily. He did lose his drones a couple times, but because there's no pressure on the front that is eating up his minerals, he can just keep throwing his minerals at making new drones, making lurkers, making a base, and becoming perhaps a little bit too big to handle for Libaku very soon. There's a total of 5 there, 4, 9, 12 hatcheries are on the side. This is number 13 and 14, number 15 in the front. So 15 hatcheries at the moment for Luckyback, and he's maxed out on supply. Libaku is just playing Turtle. He's playing Ninja Turtle. The scouts being the ninjas and the cannons being the turtle shell. This is quite strong with attacking. And I don't think he will get taken down all that quick by Luckyback. He does have 4 spores there around his hive. His level 1 and 2 upgrade levels on the Hydralisks. 1 carapace to attack. Not massive, but what we really should be looking at is this drop that he's preparing here on the bottom side of the map. He's going to try to fly in over those cannons, but the cannons might just finish just before the overlords can fly in. Then of course there's this mass scout drop bomb, mass scout stack that can easily snipe those overlords individually. So this is not gonna work. It worked against 458 because 458 was non-stop trying to pressure his opponent. And so was Mong. Mong was non-stop trying to pressure his opponent. But with this, with Libaku trying to turtle up, I mean, it's kind of lame what he's doing. I was hoping for a super action-packed match, but he is kind of just building his base with cannons. Not a lot of pushing power here. Even if he does kill that hive, he won't be able to land a finishing blow, and I do think that Luckyback has what it takes to, you know, survive pretty well without that main. He will do pretty well. He's got what it takes to make it work. But I really hope that Libagu starts taking this a bit more seriously. Although he is taking it seriously, he is taking too long. And now there's vision all over the map. Moves out though, he starts the attack, starts clearing out vision with the scouts, he's on the move, shuttles are on the chase. Now it's becoming, now it is the action is on the way, that's so many scouts, I think it's 3 groups. I think it's about 24, maybe 28 or 30 scouts there on the way, flying over the map. The Golden Armada is arriving on the scene, goes in on the corner there, he goes to just attack. Starts to unload the Dark Archon as well. Dark Archon picks up a drone, but he cannot pick up the drone. The drone is picked up, the drone is away, the drone is flying. Somewhere, drone, ooh, it's in the shuttle. And he's killing stuff here on the side. Now he's going for the hive. Hive there, not well protected because there's no Hydralisks anywhere. All the Hydralisks are gone. He killed them all with the scouts. Now the hive is going to go down, and the attack pattern here from Libaku winds up working out perfectly fine, and he's got a mind-controlled drone as well. So many cannons are in the front, and no Defiler for the Dark Swarm, and Reavers are on the... not on the way. It's just the scouts are returning back to base to protect from the frontal attack, but the frontal attack there didn't really amount to much. Also, these units here on the side, not gonna achieve much. Unless he somehow manages to, but I don't think he will, because the scouts have arrived back at home, and they're pretty damn fast, and they've got pretty damn good upgrades as well. Level 2 armor, 1 shield, 2 attack. These are strong motherfuckers. They've got 28 damage there for the air. Libagu here, though, is really playing it defensively. 2-3 there on the Hyras. Lurkus, of course, also on 2-3. No Defiler yet on the map, but he needs a Defiler. He's getting Plague. Dark Templar there in the mix as well. Overlords have to arrive on the scene. He's got the Queen as well. The Queen and Snare is massively good against the Scouts. I think he used a Queen and Snare, but hit nothing. Scouts there breaking through, though. Cannons being built there on the side as well to help him defend his base. Libagu is planning on playing this as defensive as can be. He's going to try to drain all the minerals from his opponent. And these scouts, though, are tearing through the Hydras. The Hydras having a lot of trouble finding the scouts. He's making some Devourers in his base, and he's got that Defiler there in the back as well. One scout moving out for recon purposes. Upgrades there on the way for everything. Only has 1-1 for the air. Scouts here, though, they're going to do some pretty good big work. Although they do get countered extremely hard by Devourers and Plague. So once Plague arrives on the scene, it's goodbye Scouts. But until then, the Scouts dancing back and forth are going to keep doing a lot of damage. And oh, there he goes in, Swarm there below. Defiler gets taken down, and now he's going to have to run away from those Devourers, but the Devourers are taking damage from the cannons. Now he's putting his Hydras under the Dark Swarm, and he's going to clear this little section out there to make attacking through the front a little bit easier. It doesn't look like he actually managed to bring that drone home, because I don't see... So the mind-controlled shuttle didn't survive, it appears. He's going to go for attempt number 2, although there's no Dark Archon in there. So actually, no... The mind-controlled attempt completely failed. He picked one up, but he killed the shuttle. I missed when he did it. He's not going to try again. He's going to just try to finish this, because I think he's starting to realize that this game might go bad very soon. Templar there on the scene. Templar storms with misses. Oh, he hits all the drones. For some reason, he burrowed his drones. For some reason. Maybe to try and trick Libagu into thinking the drones were no longer there. But... Libagu didn't fall for it. Libagu just stormed on the drones because he had a feeling, and that feeling was the right feeling. Breaking in through the front here, though, with Guardians, Lurkers, and Dark Swarms. No Plagues at the moment, though. Plagues here with absolutely destroy the cannons, but he's making some progress. The Reavers are in the back having trouble getting on top of those, well, breaking through because they're getting blocked by all the cannons here. But there's 2 Reavers there below. There's the Plague. Plague gonna kill all this stuff here below. Plague is absolutely underrated. Although the Scouts now coming back home, ready to kill those Guardians, but now Lurkers are entering the Dark Swarm as well. The Reavers in the front has been taken down, and now Liboku is having quite some trouble defending, but also do know that Lucky Back is broke. Lucky Back is broke, and the Reavers now coming into action from behind the cannons. Templars there on the scene as well. Templars storming, Templars clearing out all the Hydras, and that attack from Lucky Back is still going for now. Although there's only... Nope, it's gone. The attack is gone. And is gone. Yep, it's all gone. The Scouts are gone as well. He's making another wave of Scouts here. Reavers crawling up in the front, crawling forward. Another Defiler there on the scene. Units still coming from the base. Only 32 drones on the minerals. He is broke as can be. He's gonna have to spend some minerals on drones, but he wants to keep pressuring the front here. He wants to make sure that Liboku cannot throw out a counter attack, but honestly, this is kind of a very tough situation. Had Lucky Back not gotten hit, he would have won the game here, because he would have had so many minerals to just pump and throw into attacking. But the fact that he doesn't have all those minerals, Liboku can just defend this very easily. Even though his stuff is getting plagued to death, he is completely fine. Mass Dark Templar army there under the Dark Swarm. This is one of those games where we see stuff from a Protoss that we usually don't see. Reavers combined with Dark Templars and Scouts. And a couple of Dark Archons using Maelstrom as well. Stuff that we rarely see, but stuff that is apparently pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Liboku really knows what he's doing. Even though he's kind of clowning, he's trying to do this the fun way instead of the standard way. Shuttle there, though, is almost dead. Only takes a couple of hits before the shuttle goes down because he got plagued as well. He's dancing back and forth, trying to avoid the shuttle getting taken down. Drones are not running away. Templar there on the scene. Templar doesn't get the storm, though. But a front attack happening as well. There's so many Dark Templars breaking through, but there's Spores as well. But the Dark Templars are stronger than a couple of Suckers here in the front. The Dark Templars are doing an amazing job here. And Lucky Back has no response at the moment because he's still rebuilding his drones and practically has no units whatsoever. So these Scouts here on the side are a terror, and those Dark Templars in the front are a menace that he has to clean up very, very quick. He only has a couple of Hydras there. More drones are spawning. More Hydras are soon on the way, but he's so broke that he cannot afford to build a lot more of them. And so the Dark Templars doing quite a great job, though now they are paying for their crimes. As he got taken down. And the Scouts, they're still having a great day with their very little low dual photon blasters damage. Basically just their ground attack. It's not dealing all that much damage, only took down a single hatchery. They took down some Hydras though, so they are getting some results, but it's just basically just a very expensive method of attacking. Goes in once again. What is in those shuttles? What is in there? We want to see. We want to see. Drones are running away to all directions, and there's nothing in there. Oh wait, there is some Reavers in there, and he's landing them on the other side of the base. Oh, this is terrible for Lucky Back. Liboku is toying with his food. Though, there comes the Plague. Plague lands on the Reavers. The Filer pays for it with his life, though, but the Reavers are crawling forward, closer to the drones, little bit by little bit. Now a drop comes in, though. Templar's storming. Templar's missing everything, though. Yeah, missing everything. He could have hit that last storm on all the drones, but nope. And the Reavers have cleared it as well. So the attack setup and the attacks from Liboku are still pretty darn good. Even though he's going for very interesting methods of attacking. His choice of units is interesting, to say the least. And his... well, his execution of attacks is superb. Nonetheless, interesting. Interesting stuff. Goes out with another Storm Drop, of course. No pressure on the front at the moment, but there's no front left from Lucky Back. So he doesn't have to worry about that for now. Lucky Back is mostly just, once again, still focusing on trying to get rich again. Make a Lucky Back great again. That's his plan for the next couple of minutes. Hydras, though, they're ready to intercept the shuttles. Shuttles don't really doing much because he still has that side vision from the Zerglings. Liboku has never bothered to send out an observer to clean up the sides. Liverpool does have another drop there ready on the way. Scouts, of course, also there. Snipes the Overlord with a beauty of a volley. Not the best micro of the Scouts, but it looks clean and cute. For sure. Oh, there's Scorches ready to snipe some shuttles, but nope. Nope. And once again, 24 Scouts and 4 shuttles with units arriving on the scene in Lucky Bag's base. Will he make it work? Will he get some damage down? Will he get the kill? Comes in. Turns around, though, with the shuttles, because he doesn't want to lose the shuttles yet. Scouts there still on the scene. The shuttles arriving on the drone location. But it's all Zealots. No Templars. Scouts, though, also starting to lose their effectiveness. Scouts are starting to lose their effectiveness because Lucky Bag is pretty rich again and has maxed out upgrades on his Hydras. Almost. Only level 2 carapace. 30 minutes in. But do keep in mind, Lucky Bag has been fighting against being broke and poor. Poverty is a bitch. Basically, that's it. You cannot really advance all that much. Libagu very persistently sticking to the mass scout approach. Templars also arriving on the scene to support their scout friends, and the Zealots are ready to break in through the front. But the front here is being fortified with new creep colonies, and if Libagu isn't fast, this is going to feel painful. Although scouts are pretty good against Sunkens, I do think most of these are going to be turning into spores, I wanted to say, but it's Sunkens nonetheless. He still has a lot of spores here, though, nonetheless, to defend against those scouts, so it will be fine. He's getting some spores on the side as well. And even though he has 107 drones, he isn't that rich. He's mostly just trying to catch up and get rich again. This is a lot of supply in lurkers that are still in the back, so that is really limiting his ability to fight Libaku. And Libaku knows this, so he's going for mass scouts, mass dragoons, mass everything. He needs some observers in the front there. He has an observer. This observer in particular does not have the vision range to see. Getting observer booster as well. Comes in with the frontal attacks. Scorches are scaring the scouts away. Goes for the observers instead. Smart move. And now Libaku is finally doing what he likes to do, and that is building mass gateways and mass robots on the middle. Because I do think that Libaku is starting to realize that even though he is keeping Lucky Bag contained and occupied and poor, he isn't really landing the killing blows. Drop here coming in though. Templars are in there, Scouts are in there as well. Templars are staying alive, Templars are storming on the drones. Lucky Bag didn't pull all of his drones away, loses 30 of them. Still has 76 of them left. Sounds impressive to still have 76 drones left, but do keep in mind, he is long distance mining, and he isn't that rich because of that fact. This looks cute here though. So he's trying, well, he is actually successfully denying the middle because he has swarms and hydras ready to break through and cockblock Libaku once again. Libaku here building mass cannons on the side though. He wants to get control over here, and he's finally finding those Zerglings burrowed up there. Pesky Zerglings burrowed up all along. It was those damn Zerglings giving him vision. Comes in with a drop once again from the side. Looking back is pulling his drones away, luckily. Storms, though, comes out. Storm misses most. Still kills something. More Templars there on the scene, though. He gets a lot of kills there with the Templars this time around. Kills 25. Beautiful hit. And once again, Lucky Bag just kills the cannons on the side here because there's no units to defend those cannons. So time and time again, Libaku is trying to set up shop on the sides or on the middle, trying to build extra bases and structures, but every single time Lucky Bag just, kills it because there's nothing to stop it from getting killed. Another wave of scouts here on the way with Corsairs as well. Reavers soon to be in the mix too, I hope, or presume. Maybe he's going for Disruption Web with scouts. Would be fun to see and behold, but I don't think it's going to be all that strong. But he's gonna try. Hydras on the middle, the fighters entering as well. I honestly thought this game would go way different, but it's still kind of entertaining. Even though it's not the usual action, this is still kind of fun to watch. Scouts killing stuff, Corsairs killing stuff, Disruption Webs soon, I hope soon. Going to be landing on some Hydralisk as well. Ooh, there's this Ensnare, and snares are deadly against Scouts, because all of a sudden they become slow Scouts again. Upgrades that no longer work, basically. Lucky Bag really has a lot of hatcheries here though. This is kind of worrying for Liboku. Lucky Bag though, not very rich, but he has enough money coming in and has enough gas to make all this work. The Var is there really being amazing against those scouts, and the drop here coming in there nonetheless. Lucky Bag not pulling away, he pulls away. He tried to prolong it as long as he could, but loses no drones because the Templars couldn't unload. So now we're looking at a situation where Liboku is slowly going through his money. He started at about 20,000, now he's at 13,000, so he's gonna be rich for, I think, at least another 20 minutes. Once again, tries to build on the side, gets denied, because he has no control over the middle, no units on the middle either. I really wish Liboku would just do the traditional method of attacking, but as I said before, this is, you know, kind of fun to watch, but also kind of frustrating to watch, because we both know that Lucky Bag is not going to die this. Drops coming out, but only one Templar gets the Storm. We've got Mass Spores here on the side. Lucky Bag is becoming stronger and stronger with every passing moment, and soon he will have his revenge on Liboku, who at the moment still only has 5, 7, another 5 here. He has only 12 gateways and 4 robos, and I think about 20 or so stargates that are just being annoying. But that's the thing here though, Liboku is being annoying for Lucky Bag, but he's not being deadly. He's not being deadly. And his minerals have gone from 13,000 to 10,000, so he's spending his minerals quite quickly. Drop comes in, drop lands on 20 drones, so that's a pretty beautiful drop there. Pretty good hit. Somehow, despite all those lurkers, he manages to land the storms. Something which a lot of players cannot do. But he does it somehow. Lucky Bag still camping in his base, still defending, but he's ready to move out soon, I think, because he's preparing energy on his defilers, and usually that is a sign that you are ready to attack. Got ensnared as well. More scouts are spawning. He's running out of gas once again because he didn't build a gas proxy base, which he tried. He tried to build one. He hasn't had the success of making it work. Scouts once again on the move, ready to start the fight, killing overlords on the sides, ready, you know, just denying some vision and ready to go back into the fray. But the spores here on the side are so great in number. And the ensnare not yet finished. The plague instantly comes down on the scouts. So the scouts are going to burn to death. And now comes the ensnare. Wait, no, it's a, what do you call it again? A parasite. Parasite for vision, so you can see where they are going. Smart move. Although an entangle would have been nice as well. There's the parasite. 4 Templars. Proxy base, but gets spotted out once again. You could have just built it here, or here, or here. Maybe even here. No, not there. There's vision here. There's vision here as well, but he could have killed those overlords. And yeah, as usual, Lucky Bag, knowing it's coming, moves out, starts to kill the proxy base, and Liboku at the same time, though, is moving into attack, but drones are pulling away in time this time around, so this is gonna hit nothing at all, really. Just gonna unload there on top of the lurkers and see no drones to storm. Storms a couple of drones that he actually could see, so I'm wrong. There are drones to storm, but not the drones that he wanted to storm. So this gets cleared out on the side. Liboku is still confined to his base without Reavers. He's getting Arbiters, though. Liboku really is, like, how do you call it? An insane person. He's insane. We've seen time and time again. It's not working, buddy. It's not working, buddy. It's not working. It isn't. Stop doing this. But it's fun, though. It's fun, but not really. I mean, it was fun the first 5 times, but now it's kind of getting bothersome to look at. Though he's switching over to Corsairs, so this might be fun. He's going for something else. He's mixing it up. He's mixing it up. That is a good message. That is a good little sign, although he got spotted out by the Hydralisks once again. Though, will he find these overlords? Nope, he changes direction. Goodbye, overlord. Circling's still there, though. Yeah, he's just filling up his entire base. He's turtling it out. He doesn't want to... Well, he's not really in danger of losing anything at this point. Both players are so fortified that can one or the other really do something at this point? Wants to go for another... Ooh, this might be interesting. He wants to go for another mind control attempt, but the slows on these shuttles and the Corsairs might just stop him from doing so. Look at how slow they are. Look at them. So yeah, that's not gonna work. One has a Parasite. Another Ensnare coming down just to extend it. Annoying as hell. And yeah, it just looks like she's gonna return back to base. He has the Arbiters here to recall the drone when the drone gets mind controlled, but I don't think it's gonna work. Lucky Back is fortified too well. And he's gonna clear out his entire row of hatcheries because he built new ones right here. And he's gonna build spores there as well. And once those spores are up on the side, Libaku is gonna regret the fact that he never went for the killing blow and wanted to toy with his food. And this is what you see and what you get when you toy with your food for too long. Lucky Back had this. I mean, Libaku had this, but Lucky Back starts to unload there. Drones are running away. He's gonna try to unload for mind control. Gets the Archon there. No mind control. Did he get the drone? I don't see a drone. I don't see a drone. Nope. He tried to recall though. Like he lost energy on this one. He tried to recall, but the drone went down a little bit too fast because there's so many Sunkens and Lurkers still around the main here that mind controlling in this section is never going to work. Maybe here. Maybe he can get a mind control here, but there's also a lot of Lurkers there as well, so maybe not. Maybe not. I will admit. This game has great moments, but also a lot of long, boring moments. But nonetheless, both players are trying to make it work, trying to win. Although I'm questioning whether Libaku is trying to win or just trying to toy around. He's rich again though. He's got 29,000 minerals. 30,000. You can start killing his own drones once again. Probes. I mean, he can start killing his own probes. And, well, start doing something. Please start doing something. Once again, drop ready to go out. Lucky Back still turtling out because he wants to finish this row of spores here on the side before he moves out. He wants to be safe and secure, but being safe and secure isn't always the answer. But he also knows that Libaku is kind of stuck in his base. I mean, he's been stuck in his base the entire game, pretty much. He tried to break out a couple of times and start building outside of his base, but never really worked. Lucky Back has had map control the entire game. Lucky Back has been denying Libaku all year around. I think Libaku is going to give up at some point. Well, he's building robos at the moment. And he's keeping open some supply space. So he has plans, but what is he planning? What is he planning to do? So let's just kick back, get comfortable, and watch at the last bit of the game. And as I said at the start, I would regret this, and I kind of do regret this. I should have picked a shorter replay. Because that would have probably been less of this. Look at him. He's building entire cannons everywhere. He's building cannons in the middle as well, and Lucky Back is not stopping him. Even though Lucky Back can't see it, he can see it. Drop there on the side, ready to go in, but this one is not gonna hit. Devourers, Queens, a lot of stuff. Basically, both players have a lot of stuff to defend, but not a lot of stuff to attack. This is like a super small attack that you would see 10 minutes into the game, but he's trying it 45 minutes in. Mass cannons everywhere. How is this going to end? I feel like one of these two players is just gonna leave at some point. Like, he's building mass hives now as well. Mass hives coming in. Because, you know, he's got the money. Yeah, he's breaking out into the middle. There's nothing to defend these cannons, so he's just going to take some swarms and a defiler and some hydras to just break through. There's no zealots, no storms, no reavers. Nothing that can shoot and attack these units under the Dark Swarm. So, once again, what is Lee Bok-gu doing? He's just trolling or something. Like, I'm kind of surprised that this game is going like this. There he comes in with a drop though. Great disruption webs there, but there's no drones. Drones are all already away from home and the drop fails. And this is the point where Lee Bok-gu is starting to realize, oops, whoopsie, whoopsie, oopsie, oopsie, doopsie. This is not gonna work. You can build cannons all you want. Your Dark Templar is stuck. Yeah, that Dark Templar is stuck. It's making more Corsairs. The Corsairs are not going to work, though. I'm honestly am a little bit frustrated here, because this is, like... Lucky Bag is progressing forward here, though. That's great. That's good. That's good. Reavers, you know? Stuck in his base. Recall, perhaps? Oh, shuttles are spawning, so he's going to pick them up. And going to try to defend the front here by landing them under the Dark Swarms, but will that really work? Because the Dark Swarm will soon end. Unloads. Reavers under the Dark Swarm are pretty damn strong, but the Dark Swarm is going to end soon. Although the Hydras are getting cleared out by the Reavers. Although there's a Plague as well. Plague, beautiful. Beautiful there under the Dark Swarm. I should have taken a screenshot somewhere in this game, but it's been taking a while. Comes in once again, but this is gonna die. I mean, there's a lot of Corsairs there, though. But can he really land? So he goes in. And did he get it? Did he get the mind control? He got the mind control drone. He got the drone. Alright. So I guess this is how it ends. A mind-controlled drone. Reavers to defend. Templars to defend. A lot of units to defend. A lot of cannons as well. This is how it ends. Oh, he's starting to kill his own lurkers to open up some supply space. Alright, that's a good choice, because he needs that supply space for sure. Flies into Devourers, because he no longer needs them. He no longer needs them. Templars up on the hill are making progressing impossible. So yeah, this is also what's gonna happen on fastest map. I've played a lot of games like this myself, where someone is just defending as Protoss and then throwing out some attacks every now and then. And it is fun when you're playing, because you're trying to crack that egg, you're trying to crack the shell. But if you're watching it, it's kind of like, do something. You're prodding them with a stick. Do something. Do something. And that's kind of what we're looking at. Like, even Lucky Bag is not doing all that much. Although there's a lot of Muletas here entering the fray, though. And there's not that many cannons here on the side. And he's clearing out gateways to open up space for the hatchery. But there's an Arbiter here that is going to stasis those Muletasks. And then I think Lucky Bag is going to leave the game, because there's so many cores there as well. There is the stasis. Yeah, he's going to try to kill the hatchery, but nope, not happening today. And I think Lee Bok-gu is just making sure that Lucky Bag knows that Lucky Bag can no longer win the game. He leaves the game, calls GG, and Lee Bok-gu wins, even though that was kind of a letdown. Kind of disappointing Some parts of this game were fun, but if you stuck with me through the end, it was kind of lame. It's kind of lame. This is like... I should have picked a different replay. But I sat here for 50 minutes talking nonsense over all of this. So you know what? Yeah. Should I upload this? That's the question. You know what? I'll do it. I'll upload this. I hope you will bear with me. I will make a thumbnail that somewhat explains the video. So yeah. I'm just gonna screenshot this here at the end. And call it a day. Thanks for watching. See you soon. It was RGB for RGB TV. I'm sorry.